with a minimum of 5 years, you should be able to start applying to get your German passport. Also, professionals with vocational training qualifications are able to come into Germany to come and look for a job. Citizens of other countries who are qualified to get their German passport are able to hold on to their own country passport and also their German passport. Hi everyone, my name is Evelyn. If you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome to my channel, and if you're not, welcome back. So today I'm going to be speaking with you concerning the chances that you have if you're thinking about moving to Germany from 2023. So stick around. Due to the aging population and lack of skilled workers to fill essential positions, Germany needs about 400,000 skilled workers a year to be able to fill those essential roles and to be able to tackle the problem of shortage of skilled workers. Now the government is trying to introduce the Canada style point-based system, which will encourage people to be able to come into the country to seek for employment. And there are lots of roles to be filled, from logistics to academics, you just name it. And so the government is putting these rules in place. The proposed rules could include an allotting points to factors such as language skills, age, qualification, and stuff like that. Another point the government is trying to consider is to recognize foreign skills or foreign qualifications. And with this, if you have foreign qualifications or foreign certifications, you would not need to translate your document from your language or the language the certificate was gotten into German. I'm sure since they are considering it, maybe a lot of people maybe it's drawing people back from applying for roles because of the fact that maybe they feel, or maybe their qualifications will not be considered because it's not in German or it is not recognized in German. Another point the government is trying to consider is that EU Blue Card, which is granted by Germany, will now be allotted to non-academic professionals. Right now, before this rule came into place or is being considered, EU Blue Cards are usually granted to academic professionals, which are like maybe people in the tech sector and all. However, right now they are proposing that EU Blue Card will be granted to also non-academic professionals such as the cooks, the technicians, and all other non-academic professionals or professions that the government is looking to fill. Also, for international students, it will now be easier for students to be able to look for a job or to be able to acquire a job using the knowledge that they have acquired. Before now, a person on student visa is not allowed to go and seek internship except permission is granted by the employment agency, and which is usually turned down. However, the government is proposing that students can now go ahead to seek internship in companies for maybe a period of 6 weeks, and then this will help them to get a job. We all know that going to school alone will not get you a job, right? Because you need the skills. However, students usually find it hard when they graduate because of the fact that even apart from studying, they still need skills, and the companies they apply to are asking for experience. So right now, with these proposed rules, students can go ahead to seek for intern roles in companies, and they do not need to approach the employment agency to seek for permission before doing that. And I think that's really fantastic. Also, professionals with vocational training qualifications are able to come into Germany to come and look for a job. They will be granted a work permit or a resident permit of 6 months to come into the country to look for a job that they can fit into. However, the requirements is that they must have knowledge qualification of a minimum of B1, and they must also be able to support themselves financially for the period of 6 months. Also, their foreign qualification has to be recognized by the German government. Another rule that is being proposed is to fast-track visa process for skilled workers from outside of Germany. Before now, I've heard cases of visa process being delayed due to the fact that employers in Germany here has to verify that they are not able to fill in that role from people here in Germany, and they have to source for skill from outside the country, and which in turn delays the visa process. However, it is now being proposed that the visa process is going to be fast-tracked so as to enable anyone who gets a job and already has an offer to come into the country or come into Germany as soon as possible. Also, apart from this, the government is also looking to encourage people that are already living in the country to stay longer. For instance, kindergarten is being increased. For instance, if you have children here in Germany, the government is proposing that per child, the government assistance to each child will be increased to 250 euros. It was less than that, and however, it is now being proposed, and it is going to even start from January next year. Kindergarten is going to be increased to 250 euro per child, and this is going to help people to stay, or encourage people to stay and even have more children, because the government is saying that, okay, we are here to support you. You can go ahead and start or continue having plenty children. Another point that is being proposed is the number of years that you need to be able to acquire your German passport. Before now, you have to work for 8 years to get your German, to qualify to apply for your German passport. For some people it's 7 years, for some people it's 6 years, but I think the minimum I've heard is 6 years. However, right now it is being proposed that with a minimum of 5 years, you should be able to start applying to get your German passport. Even though there are a lot of oppositions to this, that maybe the German passport is being shared up and down, but I think this will encourage people to stay if they see that if they are able to stay and work for about 5 years with the language qualifications, they'll be able to get their German passport. I think this will encourage people to stay. Also, it is being proposed that for a child whose parent has lived here in Germany for a minimum of 5 years, is able to qualify to apply for his or her German passport. Citizens of other countries who are qualified to get their German passport are able to hold on to their own country passport and also their German passport. Not all countries have the luxury to do that. For some countries, once the citizen of that country applies for the German passport, they have to let go of their own country passport. And for some people, they're like, why do I have to let go of my own country passport? That means if I want to go and visit family and friends back home, I have to apply for a visa to go to my home country. This in turn is making people not to maybe go ahead with applying for their German passport, because they would rather have access to their own country and also have access here than to lose access to their own country and stay in Germany. This and many more are the rules or things that the government is putting in place to encourage people to come into Germany and also stay in Germany, deepen your roots in Germany. And so if you're considering coming to Germany as from 2023, this, I hope I've been able to encourage you and not discourage you or not confuse you that Germany needs you. Germany really needs you. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please do well to send me a DM. And what do you think about this point I just discussed? I'll be waiting for you in my comment section. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next one. Ciao, ciao.